What's going on, guys? Jordan Sather here on June 24th, and welcome to my office. Every coffee shop I go to is my office. Anyway, in this update, I felt like I needed to get it out pretty urgently because this is pretty much a breaking story, but I wanted to throw some discernment out there for you guys and some level-headedness, some clear thinking. So I was sent this article by Disclosed.tv that just came out today, and the title of this article is Human Martian Facilities Exposed by Google Mars. Okay, I'm going to put up some screenshots of it. And apparently on this article, we have Google Mars, right? It's the Google Earth component on Mars, literally unveiled this strip of much clearer picture than normal, than the surrounding pictures of it. And it looks like, you know, we have some solar panels, 6 or 7 buildings. We even have a satellite antenna on it. So, you know, who knows what this could be? Who knows why this was thrown out there? And in the article on Disclosed.tv, it goes to say, Mars shows off high-definition photographs of supposed human installations on Mars. And then in this article, it says, is Google or NASA making fun of us? They better confess. Now, I'm going to take you through some screenshots and some pictures that you can actually look through, because on the Google Mars component of it, it actually has pictures inside this facility. It's crazy. But I want to tell you first that we know humans have been on Mars. It is no stretch of the imagination at all to think that, right? We have Randy Kramer, or Captain K, who says he's been on Mars. We have William Tompkins tell us that, you know, humans were on Mars as early as the Nazis. In fact, the Nazis sent one of their first expeditions up to Mars in, I believe, the 40s or the 50s, and they lost a few men up there as part of, you know, it's testimony that William Tompkins has told us himself. And then we've had Corey Goode tell us that humans have already been on Mars. And then you think, for instance, about the technology that we know that we've had since the 1930s and 40s, the electrogravitic technology. So if we've had that for 80 years, and the powers that be have built that out to the tune of tens of trillions of dollars, if not more, we know they're on Mars. Easy to say. But, so that leads us into this question, right? Why is this shown on Google Mars? Why are these pictures out in the public domain? I want to take you through some of these pictures, put up some screenshots of them to maybe give you a clear picture as to why, right? Here's a zoomed out picture on the Mars, and then, you know, of course, the one I showed you, we zoom in and you can see the facility. We have the solar panels and the buildings, you know, allegedly on Mars surface. But now I want to take you inside. Let's look at some pictures inside this place. The first one it takes you to is this right here, which is really interesting because we have what looks to be 6, 7, 8 scientists all around this, you know, supposed training station, and you even have your traffic cones, right? Some traffic cones and some netting, and it looks very rudimentary. It looks just like some back office warehouse that a couple white lab coats are standing there in. And then we see it says up here in the top left-hand corner, it says March 2017. So these pictures were taken very recently by Google. Next, I'm going to take you to a picture that I found of inside more of the office-looking space. We can see a guy here on his computer. Apparently on Mars they have Wi-Fi, you know, and it says Google Foothills. Now, as you can see, you know, by the way I'm speaking about these pictures, it looks like a hoax, to be honest. It looks like complete disinformation. You know, we have shuffleboard and a love sack. Google Foothills, you know, you can look into what foothills might mean. I'm not too familiar with Google, but maybe that's just an American facility they have. They took pictures of the inside, and maybe they are, right? Maybe they are making fun of us, or something to that effect. And now I want to take you to the kitchen area, because they actually have a kitchen area that you can go check out. And first and foremost, right, there's the shuffleboard, but we get into the food that they have. Check this out. They got bags of chips. They got what looks like, you know, bags of stuff. I can't exactly see the brand. I wish I could see the brand in this picture, but I want to take you to another picture here. And this is literally the fridge. And it says, Visit Mars, right? They have these Mars photos plastered everywhere. But then you can see the brands in this picture. They got soda pop. They got literally Powerade Zero, some vitamin water. They have some soda pop, some orange juice there. And, what I want to say is the reason I can tell this is a complete hoax or I should say this isn't actually a facility on Mars, is because they don't have Powerade Zero there. How the heck are they going to import that? All the people that tell us about the facility on Mars tell us that they already have dematerializers where they can just materialize food right in front of you, right? And it's technology that the secret space program and these black projects already have. So they're not going to have actual food on Mars, okay? And the point of this video, the point I wanted to make, is that when you see a grand story, because when this was first sent to me, I got super excited. I'm like, wait, are you for real? Like, what is this? And then I started searching around. I started checking out these pictures. I'm like, no, this is fake. This isn't real, right? And you can tell that it is just some American facility that they made to look like Mars. So this is a lesson in discernment. Okay, anytime you get a story that is, either sounds too good to be true or it sounds way far out there, do more research. Click around, see if there's any supportive links, see what else you can find, because I guarantee you there will be more information that will be helpful to you in making up your mind. Okay, but now I want to get into why, right? Why? Because this is obviously on Google Mars itself. I mean, this is not a fake picture per se. These aren't real Mars installations, but they're put on Google Mars. Why? Well, they could be toying with us. In my opinion, actually, it's a part of a partial disclosure thing. I think what they want is people to see these and get the idea of humans already being on Mars without disclosing A, the way the bases really look up there, and B, without disclosing any of the real technology. Because remember, if we took around and look at one of those real installations, they wouldn't have any of this stuff. So in my opinion, this is probably some type of partial disclosure thing, or something, just some psy-op thrown out there to muddy the waters. But again, be very careful with what you choose to believe. I obviously, as you can tell, don't believe this to be a real Martian facility, but I do believe this to be put out very precisely, very specifically, in a kind of partial disclosure seeding of our consciousness. So anyway, that's what I wanted to throw out there about this article. Check it out, look around the pictures. It's pretty interesting, but I don't think this is on Mars, obviously. And I think this is just put out there as a specific way to seed our consciousness with stuff that ain't real, right? So anyway, that's all for now, folks. I'm going to get back to it. Peace.